I would like to invite Mrs. Tia Rahmaniah, MSI, Dean, Faculty of Philosophy and Civilization, Paramadina University, to give us the opening speech. Please, Mrs. Tia, time is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Selviana. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam. Om Swastiastu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam kebajikan. Welcome to Paramadina University, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here today at this wonderful moment. It's such an honor for me to speak on behalf of the Faculty of Philosophy and Civilization, Paramadina University. Let me begin by giving you a warm welcome to this online webinar with the title Military Technology and Diplomacy, the case study of Israel versus Palestine War, overview from the contemporary philosophy. And before we get started, I would like to express my appreciation to the American Studies Fakultas Ilmu Budaya Universitas Gadjah Mada, and also Philosophy and Religion Department Paramadina University, especially Bapak Subhi. He is head of Philosophy and Religion Department, who generously helped us make this online webinar come true. And also huge appreciation for our speakers, Bapak PNB Major Fitrianto Alingimron ST, our military observer and pilot also. Salam
yes, thank
Bapak.
You. Ya Bu, terima kasih.
Yeah, and my dear friend Bapak Pipip Arifai Hasan PhD. He is our head of Magister Islamic Study Department from Paramadina University. Salam Pak Pipip.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
And then Bapak Ahmad Munjid, PhD, lecturer from the American Studies Program, Fakultas Ilmu Budaya Universitas Gadjah Mada. And also Bapak or Mr. Sarbas Rejvi. Salam.
Waalaikumsalam.
West Asia researcher, engineer, peace and justice activist. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Also, Bapak Muhammad Ma'ruf, PhD.
Salam.
He is one of our lecturer in Paramadina University.
Salam,
peneliti pemikiran Barat dan Islam. And become one of the busy person now. We couldn't have done it without him. Thank you, Bapak. And also, Selviana, thank you so much for leading this webinar as a moderator. The audience of the webinar, thank you so much for coming here. The topic of the webinar is so interesting for us because the conflict between Israel and Palestine is endless. And we in Indonesia know that Indonesia diplomatic mission supporting Palestinian independence by the Minister of the Foreign Affairs, Ibu Retno, is the mandate of the founding fathers, which was initiated by Bung Karno in 1962. And it was actualized in the government of President Jokowi as a consistency of Indonesians' foreign policy. From the textual aspect, Indonesia defense of Palestine cannot be separated from the constitutional mandate of this country, which is stated in the preamble of the Constitution of 1945, where it states that independence is the right of all nations, and therefore, colonialism in the world must be abolished, because it's not in accordance with humanity and justice. For Indonesia, Israel's aggression is contrary to the nature of the independence of the Palestinian state. Meanwhile, from the contextual aspect, war in this millennial era is no longer relevant and only destroys world civilization and causes casualties. The Indonesian state consistently wants the conflict to be stopped in order to achieve world peace. And in the human dimension, children and women who also become victims in a conflict of war is a tragedy. And then from the various responses that were present on the Israel and Palestinian war, one thing that needs to be appreciated is the meeting of the common views of various countries through diplomacy. That peace efforts are urgently needed against the Israel and Palestinian conflict, which has caused casualties. Countries with different foreign policies still want to put aside political alignments, Middle East economic interests, and diplomatic tension between countries for the sake of realizing peace between Israel and Palestine. And despite the consistency of resistance carried out by Hamas, as well as its military capabilities that continue to increase with the resistance carried out, Hamas is considered a force that can protect the honor of Palestinian people from arbitrary Israeli attacks. What's more, the path of struggle through diplomacy that Fatah has so far carried out doesn't get a meaningful political stage that leads to Palestinian sovereignty in front of Israel. Currently, the Palestinian people get a balanced comparison between the struggle through the resistance path carried by Hamas and the struggle through diplomacy as Fatah did. Well, I don't want to take too much for your time. We will hear the comprehensive analysis from the speakers from a lot of sides. And now I will lead the rest to our moderator, Mrs. Selviana. I would like to say once more on behalf of this webinar organizer, welcome. And it's great to see so many of you here. Also keep health because this is still in the pandemic period. Make sure that we are still in our health condition. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.